I'm Sean Beach, Sodexo dietitian for UH.
I'm Anthony Verona. I'm the culinary director for UH and Sodexo. Welcome to our demo, everyone.
We're going to be grilling some vegetables, Tony, cooking some vegetables in a few different ways, make it a little easier for everybody to get their 5 servings of fruits and vegetables every day.
So this is a different one, right? I was actually doing some reading and looking at some different ways to grill vegetables, and I'm like, cabbage. Not like I invented grilled cabbage, but other people are doing it. But I tell you what, you go to New York City. I remember one time an Indian friend of mine, he owned a restaurant in New York City, and I said, that cauliflower you make is amazing. He goes, yep, and I get $18 for it. I'm like, $18 for an order of cauliflower. Why does he get 18 bucks? You know why? Because he puts a lot of love into it. He was grilling it. He has this crazy seasonings. He does all this stuff to it, and it's just delicious, and no one else can do it. So he gets 18 bucks for it in New York City.
Right.
We're gonna do that to some cabbage here today. I want to get it on because it does take a few minutes. So let's get it on the grill first, and then we'll go into some other things and we'll talk about it. Just like with any other grill, you always got to have a little bit of oil. Why do you have to have oil? It's a great conductor of heat, right? If you put this on dry, it's going to be kind of dry, but the oil was definitely going to help conduct some heat around it and get a nice caramelization. So a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and you can see I have some different types here, and I'm going to talk to you why I do that. So let's get this on the grill. I have a preheated grill. I'm going to put this on, and we're going to season the other side as well. Just a little bit more oil on that.
How hot is this grill, Tony?
So this grill is probably going to be around 400 degrees. There are some hot spots because we're using just this is what they call a gas burner grill. So in the middle there's no flame. So we're going to get a little bit of little unevenness, but not a big deal. So we're going to get that on. I'm going to season the other side. A little bit of oil. This is actually a mixture of some avocado oil as well as some olive oil. Again, you don't want a ton of oil, but you want enough. And unlike meat, where you just want to leave it alone, in this case, we want to kind of move it around. It's not like protein, where there's a lot of different natural sugars and stuff in it. Excuse me.
And also, you're not going to be worrying about cooking this all the way through or getting it to a certain internal temperature.
That's for sure.
You're just adding a little something to it to just change the dynamic from eating plain cabbage like you'd get in a coleslaw or something like that into something that kind of has a life of its own versus what you have to throw on top of it to make it good.
Yep, but you kind of want to keep an eye on it, move it around a little bit. You don't want to move it too much, but you do want to move it around. So I see we're getting some nice caramelization on there. So we're going to let that go, keep an eye on it, and just keep moving it around. So how are we going to elevate this to another type of dish other than just braised cabbage or cooked cabbage? We're going to make almost like I call it a quick Caesar dressing. We got some, what's a Caesar dressing? It has some sort of mayonnaise or homemade mayonnaise in it. I've got some garlic, a little bit of Dijon mustard, and again, all these go in there. We're not adding any anchovies. We're gonna add a little bit of mayonnaise. You could lighten this up by adding some Greek yogurt or something like that. We're gonna thin it out just a tad with some milk. We're gonna add some Parmesan cheese, and we're gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper. And I need to keep an eye on this. Look at that, that's exactly what we're looking for. Beautiful caramelization, good grill marks. Again, it's not gonna be like a piece of protein where you have these, well, actually that looks pretty good. Okay, so we're gonna let that go a little bit longer. All right, we're good here, I had that. So we're gonna whisk this together and we're gonna make this sauce here. Again, kind of like a Caesar dressing. There's a real Caesar might get some Worcestershire, some anchovies, which we're not adding today. We're going to give this a taste. And I'll show you what I'm going to do with this. So we're gonna whisk this up. We're gonna give this a little taste here. Make sure it has some good seasoning. It tastes good. Remember, there's some Parmesan cheese in there. Okay. This is what we're gonna do. Nicely grilled. Look at that. How's that look? That looks amazing. So you're asking me, why do I have some big chunks and some little chunks? Well, it's all about presentation. I'm going to show you that here in a minute. So this is what I like to do. I take my pastry brush and I'm going to give this just a little whack here. Brush this around. Almost like a barbecue sauce in a way. It's going to add so much flavor. And then I'm going to flip this over, and this is the key. See, this is quick cooking here. You don't want to overdo this. Flip this over. I'm going to give this one more brush. See, this is hot. This is how you want to cook. This is how you want to grill. You want it hot. You want some smoke. You don't want to overdo this sauce, though. Okay. Now I'm going to take this, that's all you're looking for. I'm going to plate this up. This is a family style platter. And I tell you what, the best parts are these right here. And I'm going to just drape these around like this. Adds a little bit of different texture. A little bit of different element to it. Oh yeah. I'm going to walk around here, turn this off so I don't burn the place down. I'm going to take some more of this dressing. I'm actually going to use the rest of this and thin it out just a tad bit more. And I made something special for the top. It's kind of soft, right? You need something a little bit crunchy. So I made some caramelized shallots. So I'm going to take some of that beautiful kind of Caesar-esque dressing. I'm going to take these crispy shallots that I made, drizzle all that around, making a little bit of a mess. A little bit of fresh parsley. I mean, to me, that's kind of good looking. That's like an elegant side dish that you can make for, I mean, look how long it took me. Oh, the one thing I forgot to tell you is I did blanch the cabbage. What does blanch mean? Boiling water. Put the cabbage in there for about 4 or 5 minutes. Take it out. Put it in some ice water to stop the cooking procedure. Take it out. Dry it off real good on a tea towel, and then you're ready to go.
Right. And as a dietitian, I'm always trying to encourage people to get more fruits and vegetables in. There's a time and a place for at lunchtime you just sit there and plow through your little bag of baby carrots. But sometimes do something like this so you can actually enjoy getting these fruits and vegetables in. I wouldn't be surprised if your kids would go for this. This is, the shallots. Shallots are an onion, right? It's a type of onion. You'll find them in the produce section, right where the onions are. They're another one of those little sneaky things that chefs like to use that are really going to bring up a dish. So give this one a shot this summer while you've got the grill going.
Yep. Thanks. Hope you make it.